not sure what... Oh, there's 74 of them. Well, I'm not sure what's on it. I've probably seen a lot of them. I probably own a lot of them.
Vaughn, if you're there, Rusty's okay. Come with warning weapons. Do you think gore or accessibility to market/getting the objects?
Well, in the serial killer movie, I am thinking of gore. It's weird. It's a psychological study punctuated with extreme gore. And so I'm thinking of just what's available. But I'm not making a movie for the mass market. I'm making a movie for hardcore horror fans. And for people who think that they hate horror movies, to give them something to chew on.
And just now remember this, because I know we've been talking about like one thing we're going to shoot at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so you know, blood stains carpet.
Yes.
We both know that.
I just had my family room tiled.
Oh, and well, you were there for that too. The tile does definitely splatter the car.
Oh yeah.
I highly recommend. Less blood can look like more blood.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, again, some of the murders I'm looking at are, people getting their heads smashed into the wall repeatedly, knives, guns. I mean, there's going to be one character where, an extremely religious woman is going to be gang raped by dogs before she's killed.
Wait, and you did tell them that you've been a minister.
Yeah, I still am a minister. Forming my own church. At
really?
this point, yeah, I'm forming
Awesome.
a new church. It's going to be. It's called. I've already filed papers. It's called the Radical Way, and it's for spiritual outsiders. I mean, I want a church that's happy to have its minister making horror movies, extreme horror movies.
It's we have some interesting discussions on a lot of this stuff, but
do you think scripts are based on budgets?
Mine are.
Yes and no. I mean, the truth is, if you've got a good story, budget almost doesn't matter. I mean, certainly I don't write anything with major special effects. Frankly, because I think if you put too many special effects in, you're doing so at the expense of the story. And again, I like the low-budget look. I've always liked the low-budget look.
Well, let's see. If this is, I write what I have around me.
Mm-hmm.
I have, what I have access to. I can't use a helicopter, so I can't write about a helicopter.
Yeah.
I can't write about a race car.
Right.
Oh, sorry, read that already. Hey, Mitch, you still here? Anyway, Mitch. Hopefully, Mitch can catch up with it. Okay, you're a Zeotrope visitor. Okay.
Richard, do you write mainly to produce parts for yourself? Well, actually, in the scripts I've written, I have no intention of being in any of them. I wrote about a flying reindeer sleigh, though.
Yeah, we made that on the computer now, didn't we? Or didn't you? But anyway, Mitch, okay, back to the Zeotrope. Have you noticed on Zeotrope that people there actually they don't seem to worry about, not the right way I'm going. On Zeotrope, people actually write scripts, and I really think that they talk about them there, thinking that Francis Ford Coppola is going to read them and discover them. But I've read scripts there where people are like, oh, I have to do this on the Golden Gate Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge is like $1 million an hour.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get people to think low budget, but not shoot low budget.
Yeah, exactly.
And I everybody on that list that's a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
That none of us have. We don't have huge amounts of money that we can make a mistake.
Well, actually, the way I've been thinking about the writing I've been doing so far is I'm writing what I need to write.
Yeah.
For the best story I can write, and you can always scale it back.
That's true.
Nobody says you have to be driving around a Lincoln Town Car if a VW will do just as well.
Yeah.
But I don't. Donald Trump and Bill Gates are investing in my next movie. I hope so.
Wait, Ladry. I'm sorry? I missed that.
It says Donald Trump and Bill Gates are investing in my next movie.
Well, that'd be awesome. Let's see, Ladry, why do you like to have the 5 main characters in a film? Because it keeps it simple. You got 5 fingers. And yeah, I go star, villain, buddy, love interest, 1 extra, and the Dirty Dozen, films like that, they weren't written by new writers. It takes a while to build that up. I know some people that have tried that, and a lot of times they just fail.
So, do you write scripts for yourself or for your viewers? Who's that question for?
Probably you.
Okay.
But you answered that already.
Either or. Okay. In many ways for myself, but for my viewers at the same time. I mean, I'm not... I write what interests me.
I write what I want to see.
Yeah.
I guarantee when I wrote Ho Ho, nobody else was thinking, okay, let's do this.
I love that movie.
Yo, guest, Crap. Hi, Crap. Welcome to the show. No, it's not wrong to write to the viewers. Just try to write it responsibly.
Oh yeah, no, it's not at all wrong to write for the viewer, but it really depends on where you're coming from. I mean, reality is when you're dealing with low budget and micro budget films, you're not going to get the audience that the big budget films are going to get.
No,
and what makes you stand out is creativity.
Sorry.
I like to shock and hurt the viewer. Well, that's part of creativity, to be perfectly honest. If you do something a little different, a little either upsetting or done in a different way, that gets attention and it gets an audience. I mean, people like John Waters, for example, wasn't writing for an audience. He was writing for himself, and developed a huge audience because of it.
And he was high.
Mm-hmm.
I love his stories. Well, we were really high, and we just started writing a script.
Yeah,
I love that story. Let's see, Ladry, 2 main characters. That's you. All right, protagonist, antagonist. Are you going to do man versus himself? We'll talk about. See, that's a tough one to answer in a couple of words. It's. We'll discuss that one day, just you and me. It'll probably be a little bit easier to do it when it's not like rapid fire movement thing.
Yes, you have a question.
Go ahead, Griffin. The video game? Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I wish you had been here. I'm never going to tell you guys what to write and what not to write. That's up to you. But if you're going to write an Assassin's Creed-like game, set it in your neighborhood, set it in your city, set it somewhere that makes it actually viable. Yeah, I kind of agree with Vaughn too. And Vaughn, best scene location ever. You mean in a movie? Or in something we've done? Yeah, I understand what assassins are. I work for the Russian mob. I know. I'm not kidding. I will talk about that some other time. Okay. Again, Griffin, that'd probably be something if you want to send me like a pitch type of deal and I'll help you through it. That's fine, but it's hard to really do that. Talk about that on here.
Actually, let me jump back a little because this kind of touches on both a very early question about exploitation people who I really like and who you're writing for. And is anybody familiar with the work of Andy Milligan?
Actually, no. I'm not.
Okay. Oh, then have I got some films to show you. Andy Milligan is absolutely one of my favorites. His films are so him. I've basically described him as, if somebody reached into your head, took out his id,